over at the Civic Center.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't even know this. When the fuck? Right now?
Yeah, right now. $40 a ticket,
Is it
$80
boxing?
VIP. Yeah, it's boxing.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I've been liking boxing lately.
No,
That's what I mean. I know a lot of people have been thinking boxing's a joke, because of like Jake Paul and all of the pay-per-view stuff like that. But
Man, Jake Paul and his brother Logan Paul made boxing great again. Quote unquote.
Oh man, that's
Nah,
your homies
no,
gonna
no, I
feel about
can
that
hear
one.
Nah,
why
listen,
it could because
listen,
it's bringing more
listen.
money to the sport because they deserve to be paid.
It isn't just money, it's the eyes. People are interested in boxing again. People were only interested in the UFC because people were beating the shit out of each other to the bloody pulp, and they were putting the best matches on the best matches.
It's nice to watch sometimes.
Which
Yeah,
is,
shit
you know
is
what I'm saying?
cool.
Get knocked the fuck out. I
Right.
mean, that's goddamn amazing.
Okay.
Boxing, on the other hand, was leaning more towards trying to figure out how to make money out of the fight instead of putting the best matchups together. So like Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury was a good fight because you put the two monsters together.
Fantastic, fantastic three-peat.
If you saw Terrence Crawford beat Sean Porter, like that was a good fight. That was a going at it. What else? Canelo versus Plant was actually really decent. I want to say great. He's just amazing. So that's the thing.
He's good as fuck.
Finding somebody that could put up a fight against him is what I really want to see, and that would take Terrence Crawford moving up in weight. I think Terrence Crawford is the only person, in my opinion, that could go toe-to-toe with the skills of Canelo, but he got to get bigger. Maybe Benavidez, too. Charlo's all right. I think they're good, but they're not that great.
Did you see, I think Mayweather said something about Canelo talks about this and that, how he was younger and blah, 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 and Mayweather took advantage, but, like, no one talks about how he took steroids.
I don't know if he took steroids.
I think...
Allegedly.
Right.
It's all alleged.
Yeah.
First of all, most athletes in there are kind of on something.
Steroids, yeah. For real.
Just because P90X, WXY, and Z, vitamin 12 and 389613 isn't a verified fucking... No, I'm just... Bro, just because these guys going to the damn gym taking creatine every day, come on. Like, bro, you're on some modified amino acid trip trying to get swole. Like, you're not a natural... It's not natural. A lot of people aren't
even
natural.
Creatine's not natural.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you really want to be healthy, like a homeopathic way, eating vegan or just like trying to be healthier, that's a totally different thing.
Homo what?
Huh?
What'd you say?
When I say homo?
You said homo, right?
I
said homo?
You did. You added it in there.
That's somewhere in
there. Hey, yo.
Oh, but anyways, my Thanksgiving. Anyways, thanks for asking, Sam. It's all good.
Yeah, we got way off track.
How was your Thanksgiving?
It was cool. I only had to do 3 different Thanksgivings in one day, but I mean it was cool and some slight. First, of all, Friday the day after was my son's birthday, Mateo, and he turned 5, and then literally 4 days before, my son Anthony was born. So it was pretty hectic.
Dang, so they have birthdays right next to each other?
Yeah,
Same
dude.
week.
Same week.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we'll see how
And
that
Thanksgiving.
goes. And Thanksgiving.
Oh my, yeah, that's crazy. That's
And then I got Christmas.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So don't talk to me in the winter unless talk about money.
Yeah, bro, for sure.
Fuck, man. But it was cool, dude. I had some family from Chicago come into town, and my little brother was here, which is nice because I don't always get to see him because he lives in Chicago now.
Ooh.
And yeah, I mean we just balled on Thursday earlier in the day, and then around my family had dinner early, so it was around 4 o'clock that I showed up over there, and it was cool. They had the regular Thanksgiving stuff, I guess, like a spinach casserole or some fucking weird shit. And, I mean, it was busting. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't touch that.
Oh, bro, and I'm not gonna lie. So I took maybe 0.25 of some shrooms, and I was just I'm just gonna microdose and shit. It'll be fun,
Okay.
I could deal with my family like that.
Feel it?
Bro, yeah. I mean, anything that I put into my body, I feel it immediately. It's the weirdest shit ever. So I usually don't try to take too much of anything because I don't necessarily have bad trips after a certain point. I just don't like the feeling of not being able to control my own trip. So I kind of just tone it down to the lowest degree.
Oh, yeah, I've had the bad ones.
Yeah, so I've heard people like, bro, yeah, I just eat like 5 grams and no problem. I was like looking at him like,
Yeah, I had a 5 gram trip with my brother, and
I'm good on
mean,
that,
dude,
bro.
he had 2 faces. I mean, bruh, that's no joke. But like, now that I've just gotten deeper with like anxiety issues and depression, dude, there's no way I could do a lot. Like, dude, because I did acid, bro, and I had a 16-hour panic attack.
Yeah.
Whole time I'm just sitting right in between it, and there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, and
I don't like being out of control.
Yeah, the older I got, because when I was in high school, like I was like, bro, fuck it, I'm gonna fucking take a tab of acid, drink some codeine, fucking.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Like drink some vodka, smoke some weed, and I'll be fucking fine, bro. Like I thought I would be like on one, but like after like I started like getting older and my body don't even like keep up with all the shit that I put in it, so like I kind of just like slowed down everything. But yeah, no, I mean 0.25 of some shrooms is like really not much, but like for me it was just like enough to like I was having a good time, and all my cousins smoke. It's fucking funny as fuck, bro. So like, but no one has the balls, because it was at my grandma's house, so no one has the balls to bring some. And if you know me, then you know I lived with my grandma for like the majority of my life, and so I'm kind of like the one that they look at as like, oh, he has weed, you know. And so like I brought one blunt, and then like it took the whole party outside. It was like 14 of us, like we were smoking, and I'm like having a good time. I brought my Mateo. I didn't bring Jen and Anthony. They stayed at home because it was like,
stay home.
Yeah, it was like 3-4 days that he was born. So like I was like, okay, cool, you guys stay home, and then I'll go over here. And so Mateo has cousins too that are around his age, so he's all like busy and shit. So I'm like, I'm gonna go outside. I'm not a bad parent, trust me. And my mom's there. Like I have like tons of family there, and so yeah, like we just go outside for like a bonfire, and like we're just around the attempted fire. And when we finish the blunt, we go back inside. My son's crying, like, and there's not like usually like he's crying like for anything big, but he's like screaming. And one of my cousins comes up to me, he's like, dude, he's crying. So I ran over there, just like, oh god damn it, like I'm on shrooms. And so like it's suddenly like my heart started like racing and shit, and like I started like I'm like, oh shit, like I gotta figure out what the fuck's wrong with this kid. And he's like screaming, bro. He never screams like this shit. Like, bro, he's like a super calm kid. Like, he's pretty reasonable with his cousins. Like, if we're gonna figure this shit out, we're gonna figure it out. If not, then I'm just gonna not fuck with you. But he's screaming, so I was like, oh shit, something must be wrong. I took him upstairs and I was like, dude, what's wrong? And he was just like, bro, like I don't know, like my Switch. No, he has a Nintendo Switch that he's obsessed with, and then his little cousin was not gonna play, so he made a big deal about it. I was like, all right, bro, chill the fuck out. Everybody slow. I was like, chill the fuck out, bro. Like, yeah, I was like, chill, dude. You made a whole scene and blah, blah, blah.
See, I can see how you're like, oh, man. Just with because them shits put emotion into you, man.
No cap, bro.
Like,
no cap.
That's like literally
no pun intended.
Emotions, like, for real.
Because
so,
they wear caps.
Like, yeah, I see what you did there. Yeah. But yeah, I could see how you take them out and then finally you figure it out and you're just like, God.
Yeah, bro. And it's weird because, like, I guess like I'm pretty like involved with like my kid's life, so like I know him, like he's not gonna fucking make a big scene for no reason, but like he did it, and I was just like, bro, what the?
Well, you know what that shows you though? That shows you that he really loves video games. and listen, that's fantastic. That's awesome.
Nowadays
like,
it is. Yeah.
No, I mean, dude, like you never know. He could literally become like the top gamer in the world or a streamer just because of the love of the game. I mean, I had that passion with video. I would throw that. I've done that. I've been in a whole family situation and someone's not letting me play, and I've cried and acted out. So that shit's crazy. And that's really awesome though. That he has that much love for it, because video games are really cool nowadays.
Yeah, and that's not even like the funny part I'm trying to get to. Like after I smoked all my cousins out, oh shit, I think this camera died. Hold on. Pause.
So after your cousin is where you're at. Oh, they both died?
They just stopped recording at the same time after a certain, like, 20 minutes or so. I guess I can switch the batteries out.
We were going deep. Could you hear me when I talk?
I can.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Is it too low? Because I could really...
No, I mean, it's not too low at all. It just sounds like you're in the back, though. It sounds like you're in here, but, like, not directly in front of the microphone. You feel me?
Yeah. How much the mics cost? $100?
Huh?
How much the mics cost?
We got mics, bro. It's just
$400.
Yeah.
That one?
These ones?
The pair or a piece?
a piece.
Fuck you guys. I can't afford that.
Nigga, my brother bought them.
What a nice guy.
What a nice guy. No.
Nice guy. That's how much the mic I got my car costs, and it's a condenser.
And the same thing, pretty much. Like
not the same mic.
Well, you gotta understand.
We've been grinding we share and stuff that like.
Yeah, y'all got a lot more shit than I got, bro. I just got a computer.
And this is a collective, bro. It's not even like I don't consider this like mine. It's kind of like the company that we kind of put together. Like I guess there's like an umbrella of like Manage PA, which is like his brother's brand and shit. And like from there we created Out of City Limits and On West End, and like everybody's pretty much like over time. Like I've had friends like, oh bro, like fuck, like I forgot SD cards, and they're like, oh bro, I spot you, I'll buy you two. Boom, like you know like.
I never had nobody like that.
Yeah.
I had people that stole from me. It robbed me, so.
Right, but that's just kind of like.
Glad y'all stayed together though. That's cool.
Well, that's the thing when you grow up in a small town, fam, and you grow up with people that want to see. Like the thing is, there's like you were talking about envy, bro. There's both sides to this. Like there's my friends that want to see me win. There's my friends that look on the outside and support. There's the friends that look at it and don't really want to support. Then there's the people that know me, call me their friend, but aren't really my friends. You feel me? And so
I witnessed this.
Yeah.
First person.
So it's kind of like I've learned to just like, hey, I'm usually alone or I'm with the people that love me, and that's it. I don't really like do well in clubs. I don't mind the clubs. I don't mind being around people. Like if I gotta be up and talking in front of people, I'll do it. If I gotta go party and put on a show, I'll do it. Like I got no problem with that. But really, like what I'm trying to say with that is, bro, there's a lot of good people and you can't give up on them.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like, I mean, bro, we've had fallouts with people, you know, like, it's not like everyone just luckily just ended up wanting to do it as a group type shit. Like, there's people that, like, have decided, like, yo, I don't want to do this, I want to do it by myself. Just me and Sam kind of just, like, been, like, the backbone behind whatever movement this has been for, like, the longest, because, I mean, it's just, like, it from getting one camera turned into like actually trying to do things differently, like video wise, or like what we hadn't seen really, like from people from beginnings like us. You know, like I mean, I know Sam can relate to this. Like it's a single parent home, you know, like they can't really afford to buy you like $1,000 body camera. That's just the body, and then like the lens is like $600-700, you know, like. And I'm like not trying to like flex or anything. It was I'm saying it's just like the homies is like believed, like, you know, like that we could actually like eventually, once like we turn it into like an official like business and it's like bringing in income and like profit, that we'd be able to take care of the people that I've put into this.
Oh, you will.
You know, and then that's the plan, you know, because it's never been like, oh, bro, we're just gonna take it as much as we can and build whatever we can so we can get rich. It's like, bro, like we're trying to make the table full for everybody, bro. There's no point of fucking going to the top if the people that like you literally like we use the term all the time, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. And like I don't know, like it's just kind of something. Why use like people as steps when and like and I've learned along the way, and I've even gotten like bullshit from it too. I've shown them to like video shoots and like I've like 3-4 people deep, and like my homies helping me set up lights, so I don't gotta fucking do like so much shit. And like I wasn't gonna have you do that shit. I just wanted you to kind of like kick it and shit. But like that's kind of like they don't do it because like, oh bro, like here's a couple bucks, like type shit. Like even if I don't make that much, bro, like I mean like I try to do at least like, oh bro, like you guys hungry, food's on me, like whatever, like I got paid from this shit. Do it for the sport, so like eventually, like I would like to be able to like, bro, like can you drive me? Here's like, I mean, like gas plus, because I gave you gas, but like gas plus your time, like that's what I want to be able to get to, because like it's not just like when I land gigs, I want like I would go do it by myself so I can collect all the bread, bro, but like it's not as fun, it's not as memorable. Like
no, it's cool. Like, it's cool to come up with the people that you're cool with and people you actually love. So
yeah,
I mean, it's
and then
different.
like And I'm never trying to like exclude people that have even fallen out, like, because it's like they've also contributed into like what has happened here. Like this studio wouldn't even be a thing if like Sam and on West End.
People that's fallen out. It's the thing that Young Thug had a quote. It was, if you oh God, what was it? Even if we fall out, I don't hate you. I want to see you win, just not at my table.
No cap. Sam be saying that shit all the time too. Something similar. But yeah, dude. Like so, like I don't know. And like it's funny because like before the camera stuff, this was a podcast. Me and Sam got together and be like, bro, we're gonna make the Out of City Limit podcast. It wasn't even called the Out of City Limits. It was called the No Cap Boys. It's just funny because we didn't even know no cap meant like
no lie.
Yeah, no lie. We just were like weren't wearing hats or like like I don't know, like I don't know. It was just something stupid. It was just something stupid that like we came up with, and like it was me, the homie Mikey, Chucho, and Greg, and like I don't know, like it just. Sam was just like, bro, like, so, like, I brought him over to, I guess what you could call our compound at the time, headquarters, and, like, Sam was just, like, totally with the movement, like, I don't know, I've always known Sam for being, like, super enthusiastic about, like, getting people together to do something that's, like, not able to be, like, imagined at that moment, like, he's very, like, good at, like, picking out potential and making, like, something happen, so, like, from that point on, it'd be like he just coined it. Boom, bro. We're outside of the city limits. It's out of city limits, bro. It's a type of lifestyle. This is like how we live our lives. Like it's not like we're gonna be like bounded down to the 9-to-5 lifestyle, not because of like choice, but like we will pick up jobs, cause bro, like we're not too good for any kind of money, bro. Like we've done crazy jobs. I'm not gonna lie.
Everything.
And so like, and it's all for the love of like. The freedom of being our own bosses, and like that's what Out of City Limits always been. It's just like outside the limits of like anybody like sets for you. Like when I told my family I was gonna start a video production company, they were just like, okay, like that's cool. Like no one ever like imagined like it would be money behind it, and like it's not a lot, but I'm able to pay like my phone bill, like groceries for the week. Like I'm able to give the homies some bread sometimes, you know, like and vice versa. Like bro, like it's not like. None of this shit's happened alone just by video work. Like it's been like we dig into our pockets type shit. Like I don't think we even made like broke even yet. Like so like it's still kind of like a grind. We're still trying to figure it all out. And like the more people that like see how serious we are about it, or like how much we want this and how much we love the work out of it, like it's just more people kind of just like, bro, like I want to fuck with you. I want to do this shit together. Like I want to see you guys blow up, and at the same time, like how can we all help each other? And it's kind of just
and that's the way it should be, especially when you're trying to come up. But a lot of people try to get in the way, and you know the first thing I always think of is people are just like, well, how much are you gonna pay me? But when you got two people with like trades that could easily just help each other, and then boom, you just doubled it up. And now
it's
you're
like,
both
bro, like
making money.
okay, let's say like I totally get that. Like, cause like if my job costs this much and you're saying your job costs this much, it's like if you pay me for that, like the money's going right back into your pocket.
Yeah. So
for your service.
Exactly. So why not just both? At that point, that's why sometimes when I see that, I'm just like, that's a draw away for me. Like, but I that's why whenever I came back to town, it was just like destiny.
I mean, that's kind of like
I knew I was gonna fuck with you guys anyways because of that. I saw the potential and what you guys actually have.
Yeah, no, dude, and like, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like I've heard of you doing music, but I never really tapped into like what you were doing until like maybe like earlier in the year, and I was like, oh shit, like this music video is quality, like this dude's in
LA, and that's just my brother shooting it, bro. Like,
but like no, bro, like but like that already says how much or how serious you take yourself as an artist.
Yeah, I mean back in high school, Dylan was taking it really serious, but everyone always laughed at him, and then
that happened a lot this town. During that time, that happened a lot.
Everyone was making fun of him and shit, but then like low key, they were hitting him up and being like, "Put me on a track," you know. That's how it always is. Fucking put me on a track, but you never wanted to.
But anyways, Thanksgiving, real quick, bro. I was saying bye to everybody, and then like, as I was saying bye to like my mom's aunts, so like my grandma's sisters. Bro, I knocked over the pumpkin pie.
No.
Bro, everybody was just like, no. It was like
homemade?
Bro, it was homemade and there was only like two. There's only like 2 slices that were cut out of it. And I was just like, fuck, man. And it was good as fuck too. I actually got to take home a slice, so pre-floor touched. But yeah, dude, like my cousin Mateo, like I named my son after him, so they have the same name. And he was just like, boo, man, he sucks. And, like, they all started to fucking chant. But they're all fucking funny. So, when...
Don't lie, did you start freaking out for a second?
Bro, I was so sorry. I was already like, bro, I'm so sorry. I suck. I fucking suck, bro. Like, god damn it. And they're like, man, he sucks. Like, 4 or 5 of them. Like, man, he sucks. This shit was mad funny, bro. But, yeah, bro, don't crap out at the fucking Thanksgiving dinner because everybody's going to make fun of you. Especially if you're on shrooms. You're going to take it a lot more serious. It's not as real as it is, bro. But yeah, man, that was my Thanksgiving. What about you, Gunner?
Oh, shit, man. So, I got 2 sides to my family. So I only had 2, really. So, the first one, though, is the one that I hate saying it like this, but, it's one I don't typically really look forward to going out there because, just the type of people they are, they're very, very old-fashioned and still racist at times. So, I go out to, a farm in the middle of Oklahoma. It's, 2.5 hours from here. And, they just live in a house that had previously caught fire, and they, rebuilt it, but it's still all the same, frame and everything. And, they built it pretty cheap, basically. And everything in there is just, super, super old and dusty. So, bro, heavens, they got roaches, man. But it's just, the real negative. It's, one of those type of, it's white people Thanksgiving, but it's just dirty white people Thanksgiving. So, I don't want to be the guy that's just, I'm too good for that, but sometimes, you can sweep the floor, it's right. It's not too much to ask, but I get it. They're older now and they've got a lot going. They milk cows for a living, and that's right a fun
job.
It's a full-time job, and it's very, very hard. But at the same time, right now it's they're going through a recession. So they're they just don't have it. Right. So I can't blame them for it, but it's just some part of me. Just I obviously I'm fucking bougie. I can't help myself, but they got a table, you spread it apart, and then they ran away, and I was like, oh my god,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's hard. I have trust issues with food, so I really didn't eat that much, to be honest. And it's no disrespect. I don't know what it is, dude. I have a problem with even heating up leftovers, bro. Bro, germs. I don't know what it is.
Bro, you're looking out for yourself.
So I be getting scared and shit. So especially in that situation. So I was just sticking to what my mom made, right. Because they brought some turkey and ham and some mashed potatoes they made. But I stuck to the easy shit, and then just talked with the family. Really, we just watched this big ass TV. We didn't really talk that much this year, to be fair. But it is what it is. But with the real, I don't want to say that with the real family. But the second one I went to was fantastic. I saw a couple people I hadn't seen in a long time because I went to Vegas for a year, So my last Thanksgiving was a virtual Thanksgiving. I did a fucking video call for an hour.
Y'all play games?
What?
Y'all play games?
No, we just did a FaceTime set up cameras on Facebook.
This year. Do you guys play games at Thanksgiving?
Oh no, we really it's weird how in the beginning my family hated marijuana, but now it's come full circle.
Yeah.
And that really it was hilarious. When we first got there, I looked at all the cousins that I know smoke, which is everybody. And we all just walked out back. We all had cartridges, blunts, and we were just smoking on the porch while Grandma and everybody else is inside cooking.
Right.
And I don't know. I guess that's not much better than going to a dirty house or anything. But it's just I felt really comfortable and just and then I
accepted.
I munched out because all the food I definitely trusted a little bit more because my parents they had that Cajun turkey. Wow. They did this shit. I don't know how you guys cook your turkeys, but they cook their shit in a fucking bag. They wrapped it in 2 brown fucking paper bags. And fucking bruh.
If it hits, it hits.
Bro, it
let me tell you.
Bro, it like crisped up the skin like crazy, and then the inside was just like juicy as fuck. Cause you know turkey, you can cook it overcook it just a little bit. That shit bad as fuck. It's dry. Throw the turkey out. It's gross, you know. But that shit was wet and Cajun, man. I can't. So like, I mean, that part turkey. Was good. I mean, then they got the little kids running around.
I'm always juicy turkey. Kids. Very juicy turkey. Fuck the dry turkey.
You ever just trip a little kid when they're running, bro? I feel fucked up, but that little kid was running too much. I was like, let him fall real quick. I was like, hey, bud, don't run around here.
That's what happens.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah. And then I gave him a piece of candy. It was okay. But, yeah. I mean, all in all, it was a pretty good Thanksgiving. I haven't been around family in like 2 years, so it was good just to see everybody. I'm thankful.
I mean, that's really what the essence of it, even though they're trying to celebrate something, like, it's just, like you said, comfortable.
Yeah.
Really. What is, like, Thanksgiving for real, though? Like, is it for real they, like, the pilgrims gathered around a picnic table and broke bread with bullshit, Indians?
Like, corporate thing they sold to us. I think it's probably a little bit more deeper than that. But, I mean, that's kind of the shell of it was, it was supposed to be, like, a coming together of, like, two like, places, because they hated each other. They really did. Like, because you got to think from the Indians' point of view. Native Americans. I don't want to say Indians. I say the Indians because Thanksgiving. But Native Americans' point of view, they were already there. You know what I'm saying? And they've got people invading their land, trying to take everything that they've been there. They grew up there, like, you know. So of course there's going to be negative intentions on both sides. But the thought I'm pretty sure is they just came together and
is it when after they like did like the land treaty bullshit?
I have no clue. I just think they stopped and fucking had a meal, but then still killed each other after.
So
because we treated Native Americans
harvesting. So majority of the crops are down. Like we're in the 4th quarter of the year, right? So you got to get your food out. You got to get all these things that you've harvested because they're going to go bad if you don't harvest. That's what Halloween is for. It determines the change of seasons, right? So the 31st, once November hits, this is the time where, like, all that food's going to go to waste if you don't eat it. So, like, that's when you have the big festival because this is all the crops that you've actually gotten. So, thing is, pilgrims were taught by Native Americans how to grow food in America, right? So, obviously, like, they all got together and they ate at the table because at a certain point, it wasn't animosity. It was the fact that, like, there was abundance because they taught them how to do everything.
They traded.
Right. But then what ended up happening is you get a little too greedy and you want everything for yourself. So what ends up happening is, like, you start to move west. And the idea was, like, I'm on this land and God gifted me good people I could take advantage of because they're not stupid. They're just very nice, kind, in a way, like, they shared shit.
Man, so they weren't as greedy?
Well, when you think about it this way, bro, like,
what made people greedy, for real?
Because in Europe, there were shortages. Europe isn't America. Europe doesn't have the same landmass, same capacity to produce.
That's what made America, is people left Europe. They were getting the fuck out, and they came and colonized in America.
Right. It's what made the current America.
Yes.
See, there was a predating America.
We're Native Americans.
Yeah. And so, like, just to say that they weren't developed just means that they didn't have the concept of money the same way. They had currency. They exchanged food for other food, pots for other pots, art for other art, language for other language.
Were they greedy with that shit?
They had territory. Of
course, there's
like everybody. Boy, like, just, you might be a big, strong man, and you see another big, strong man, but you want the same pussy.
Yeah.
So you fucking kill each other to see who fucks.
Yeah.
Right,
and they're always split too because they're just. They
so greed has always been in man.
Oh like, yeah, I mean it's always been there.
But it obviously they had treaties and stuff like that too. It wasn't bloodshed over there was like over there is because you needed those resources. So people are like, not only did they need the resources in the Caucasus Mountains, they hoarded the resources because at a certain time of year it got super cold and you couldn't go harvest anything, you couldn't go out, so you had to keep all of that. So it made the people very, like, psychologically ingrained to keep not to let go. So that where we come from in Mexico, you throw a seed, you give it 5 years, and it'll grow. And you don't got to do nothing.
Are they the same Native Americans as the ones in America or U.S.?
I think that they're all mixed, right? Like,
well, yeah, because we forced them. But the reason why they're all they're everywhere now is because of the Trail of Tears. Well, we moved them, all the Native Americans. We sent them on their way, and
so you don't think there was like everywhere. Californian like Native Americans that were like surfing and shit?
Like, no, yeah, they're absolutely kidding. They probably were in California. Yeah. Cause like but when they first colonized though was on the East Coast. That's where they first colonized.
Something you got to understand about natives is they migrated with the animals. See, native people migrate. Like, the majority of them understood the sun and the rotations of the moon, so they went from north to south depending on the year.
Oh, so they're moving as like a pack.
Yeah, they're moving
all year round.
If they see the birds moving south, they're going with the birds because the birds know where the berries are at.
And the water.
And where the water is at. And they follow the deer, and they don't kill all the deer because they don't need all the deer to eat. Because if they kill all the deer, they don't have more deer, so the wolves can eat. And the wolves
can't eat, they eat them.
Exactly.
Damn. Well, that makes sense. So then, like, I guess my question is like, where they start from like Canada down, or like they went boom up, and then.
Well, there's definitely at that time too, just because of the way, if you believe in the way that the continents got where they're at, like there could up in Canada,
Pangea or whatever.
Yeah. There were people from like Asia that were, whenever stuff splits.
When it was so cold,
Eskimos.
Yeah, that's why. Well, that's why it's still diverse too, because
what's the political word for Eskimos?
I honestly, it makes sense with Pangea. You can kind of match things up. Obviously, things change when they drift, but you can kind of match things up, and I mean, that would make sense because we still see continental drift today. I mean,
right. Aboriginally, people think that the whole continent started in Africa, a central location, right, that gave birth to humanity. What ended up happening is people migrated based on curiosity. So people headed north, started not seeing as much sunlight, so the skin got fairer. Locations and geography make up your genetic makeup. If you stayed in a place that was mostly sunshine year-round, your melanin is going to be the one that absorbs it, so you're going to be darker skinned. If you lived in the tropics and you're going to be possibly a little bit smaller and brown skin, like that. When you move to Asia, like if the mountains had so much like light and it was always snowing, your eyes got squinty because you didn't want that. You didn't want the things to blind you. Like everything is just time. We're all the same damn thing. It's just we're all a transition of time and adaptation that's how we survived in that geographical location. I don't know how it's going to change because now everything's globalized. We travel on planes. We can be in a sunny spot when it's...
Oh, they already know, kind of. It was just, eventually we'll all be...
robots?
All be tan. No, we'll all be tan.
Oh.
Eventually we'll all be a mixed tan. Like, hundreds and hundreds of years, of course. Like, it's going to take a long time, but eventually, like, even the darker skin it could go away. Obviously not 100%, right. But the majority, like, regular super pale white person won't even be a thing.
So, I mean, that kind of reminds me of, like, the thing we were looking into, like, last time with the new name change of Facebook to Meta and, like, what Zuckerberg is introducing as, like, the metaverse and what's coming for the future.
Dope.
What do you guys think about that shit?
Dude, I mean, metaverse is gonna... I don't know if you've ever seen Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Or read the books.
I read the books, though.
Bro, books?
Yeah.
I did audiobooks. Obviously, I didn't fucking read, but I was fixing phones mobilely, so I'd listen to audiobooks a lot. And it honestly is like that. I'm not kidding. It's going to get to that point because I was already... there's this dude that's like... he's just got a lot of money, but he was in a full suit in a game studio, right? That was all blue screened. And he had a headset on, though, and he was a completely, like, generated, just like in Ready Player One. Like, he was one of those generated people and was, like, already doing, like, he had a room like this, and he was, like, showing people his room and, like, this is my shit, like, and that's just now. That haptic glove that did you see that? They, Facebook, like, they all, well, Meta, excuse me, because now that's their new shit. They just released it's a picture. It's not out yet, but it's a. It's
so you can feel.
It's a haptic glove that has. I mean, dude, like just every little like thing that like every time I tap my finger, basically that's a little haptic spot, and it goes like through every single ridge all the way through, and then it's a glove that's connected to some like wires connected to your body, and it's literally like it's exactly like that. And technology has advanced in the VR. Like back when we had it in East and Springdale, we had VR, but it was really it is really laggy, and it was really not that good. But now it's to the point where they can have the refresh rates of like 120 hertz, which is super fast, like damn near eyesight, and just graphics are getting so good now. Like just imagine people are gonna have these supercomputers.
You gotta take the grain of salt with it. Like you gotta understand, like humanity still needs to be human. Like you can't enhance reality so much.
No, and that's a point in the Ready Player One. They actually get into that. Like that's because people do think it's really dystopian, and that it's gonna people aren't gonna come out of their houses and they're gonna hide. But you gotta understand nowadays people are fucking doing that anyways.
Right. I like it because it's gonna enhance everything. Like it'll enhance virtual meetings. It'll enhance.
Yeah, and that's exactly. You could be right now, and you can meet with a guy in fucking China, but you could talk to him face to fucking face.
Right.
You put on the headset and the gloves, and you stand there and shake that motherfucker's hand.
Right.
And you don't even have to meet him, but he can see you and all your emotion, because they have the dude has an emotion camera that comes out on his chest.
Right.
Your whole face is mapped.
Right.
I mean,
we understand it, but we've yet to live it. Is what I'm trying to like.
We are living
get the
soon.
Concept.
No, it's.
I mean, we're already on our phones
and shit.
That's what
I'm trying to say. Yeah, but the thing is, like, man, we're the last generation that grew up without it. We're the last generation that grew up without that shit. Like. We didn't have phones to the capacity we had phones. When I was a kid, we were still playing in the mud. At least me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't have one for a long time.
And
me either.
And then we grew up, we had the little Nintendo SPs, the Nintendo Advance, fuck around on the GameCube. Then you made stuff to the PlayStation, the Xbox.
I mean, I have video games my whole life. That's for sure.
We pushed that way.
Mm-hmm.
But as kids, man, if I have my cousins or my game, I'm kicking it with my cousins. Like, we out there hooliganing.
Are we doing both?
Or both. But the thing is, like, we out. Because if not, like, I'll tell you one thing that is going to happen. It's going to be like, why the hell should I care what's going on outside of the world when I could just be in my world?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like that's inevitable, bro. Like, but we're already talking about...
It's not about inevitability.
Like, greed. Bro, but, like greed's been engraved in, like, humanity since, like, I don't even fucking know, bro.
Ingrained in humanity.
What do you mean? You just told me that, like,
bro,
the Native Americans were greedy with their land.
No, nigga, I just told you that two big motherfuckers gonna fight for some pussy. I didn't tell you that two grown motherfuckers ain't gonna understand how to work together.
But
you gotta understand that greed isn't about what you think about money, fam. Like, it's not like that. It's about control. See, the thing is, like, I'm not talking about greed in terms of money. I'm talking about greed in terms of control. Who controls what you eat and who controls what you drink? That's what you really gotta put your mind to. Don't let these motherfuckers take your shit. Cause that's the real game. The game is about who got the resources. It's not about who giving you shit. Like, that's the Native Americans were great at one thing: understanding how civilization can grow, how it can feed off of nature, and how it's balanced out. Yeah, did they sacrifice people? Sure, bro, just to not get the population. Certain people looked at it as a virtue to be sacrificed for the gods, right? Because the same gods fed you, the same gods provided the sun. It was just a balance thing. They had so much gold, these motherfuckers gave they gave them gold. They said, here's a shipload of gold. They came back and said, we want all your gold. That fucking rock grows on the ground, fam. The jade rock, the diamonds. There's diamonds in the state and motherfuckers kill each other for a fucking rock chain. Mm-hmm. Shit don't make no sense. It's not about making sense. It's about making money, right? But you don't need money to eat. You don't even need money to drink water. They bought that shit. So take that shit back if you really want control. Stop being pussies. And pussy's really the strongest thing out here. So if anything, be a pussy and be strong like a pussy. Because a pussy give birth. We all came out of a fucking vagina.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm at. I'm at the point where like I see what it is.
You're lucky you get to do it multiple times.
Yeah, but that's the reality. That's the game. It's a cold ass game, cause they pimping us.
Not your mom though, but vaginas.
Right.
You know, y'all know what I meant.
Yeah. But that's the hard truth. The hard truth is we're all the same thing. We just all live different codes. I just know I don't want to be the person that I have to ask for permission to drink water or eat or live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how much I would get into the whole metaverse stuff or like VR, making it reality.
Dope. I think it's fucking great. What I'm saying is, like the same way China over there telling their kids, hey, bro, you're only allowed 1 hour of TikTok. I don't want you scrolling more than an hour.
Bro, I mean, they can't even game until the weekends in China now.
Right.
If you're a kid, you can't game until the weekend, bro.
But let me tell you something that discipline...
Unless you're breaking the law.
Discipline does this, bro. When I had pussy every day, it wasn't that I got tired of it, because I still cared. But that person thought that I only cared about that person for that reason. When you put yourself on a thing where, like, I'm not going to ask this person for any type of relationship that's physical, I'm going to try to make sure I can connect up here and in here first. After a week, 2 weeks go by, that becomes a sacred thing. That becomes more of a feeling. Mm-hmm. If I keep doing it over and over, I become overindulged. I become addicted. And that addiction is toxic.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't use it, because some people are thinking they'll just live their lives in it. Because there's already people that have done studies about living, in a VR simulation.
I've seen something like that.
Yeah, and like, man, VR, honestly, that shit was crazy. When I had it, it's really tiring, bro. I'm a fat motherfucker, bro. You got to put in work, so it's not like they're not going to be that much different. These people are thinking it's going to be like connected to your brain. You're going to be asleep and doing
you're
crazy
right.
shit.
Like some Matrix Sword Art online.
Yeah, but like, nah, it's I would only use it for like gaming and shit, but I could never like get in. I still like think the realness is great, but you are just thinking in the future. But the next generation, they could think completely otherwise, because you know how fucked up the world is today, man. I mean, think about it. That's in Ready Player One. Like, I know I'm referencing back to it again. That's why the people are in that simulation, is because, like, I mean, the government sucks. It's all advertisements. It's all it's just they have a thing called indetriment, where if you basically if you owe money, they can put you in prison, and you have to work that off until you're out.
Oh, that's that shit right here. It's called taxes.
Well, no, yeah, that's the only type that they can do, but like they have it on anything. Like you could have it for not paying this fucking like Cox back on the internet. You can get in detriment, and you would get trapped in the cycle. So yeah, at that point, like it could easily go that way too, bro. And that's where it could get scary, because they're growing up in a life that is not ideal for a lot of people. I mean, people are getting shot just for going to school. People are getting shot for being successful. I mean, you get shit online for doing anything. I mean, everybody hates everybody a lot of the times. I mean, I know there's tons of good, but just it is internet too. But I mean, just growing up in that, I could see the next generation just wanting to hide away.
Right.
And then that's exactly what can
for
lead to it. For self-preservation. Because advancements and technology, I think, is the only thing that would make it really crazy. Like if they actually, because there is a thing right now. I don't know if you guys saw the study. If you go to Google, you can look it up. They have put people to sleep, right? And they're able to. They didn't put them to sleep. They were able to hook them up, right? And they had an image screen, basically that's connected to their brain, and they would tell them to think about something, and then they're able to recreate damn near the whole image from your memory.
What the fuck?
Now, so if it's something like that and that advances more, they probably could induce a dreamlike state, and you're just fully in the world and
at all times
and actually feel everything, but you're inside though.
Right, like lucid dreaming, but on the actual capacity.
Yeah, because it's a literal science. Like, it just came out like this year. Like, it's this year.
No, I'm not surprised. Out. The way we innovate, the way we push things, like, bro, just imagine 10 years ago, those cameras didn't even exist.
Self-driving cars, yeah, right. But now look, we have self-driving cars. Apple's gonna release theirs. I think it's in the next. I think it's 2025. I think Apple Car self-driving completely.
The charger breaks every 5 months.
I mean, I guarantee they would do some software updates.
Did you guys see that? That's funny. Did you guys see that something like that's happening in Bentonville? There's a company that.
Yeah. Well, the Waltons, bro, they got the type of money to make them want to do whatever.
They're gonna they have their own self-driving car coming.
It's like the Google car or some shit.
Yeah, coming to.
I mean, I'm down for it. I think autonomous driving would be neat. There'd be a lot less crashes and.
There's gonna be a whole factory
honestly,
though.
If you think about it, autonomous driving would lead to damn near zero traffic. I mean,
that's what trains are.
Exactly.
But that's what bugs me about places like where we live. It's like they know, but what ends up happening is like people want their own car because they want to get up and go whenever they want.
And you could still do that, but the thing is if everybody, if all of these robots are driving autonomously and they're perfect, because I mean, if we're gonna put them on the road, they have to be perfect.
Right.
So
there's no room for error.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if they're perfect, I mean, they're not gonna be rubbernecking and looking over at that cop and why he stopped him on the interstate and then causing everybody else to do the same thing and then causing traffic. Like literally, all of that will dissipate, and then it really wouldn't matter. You'll just get to and from. There really won't be as much traffic, and there'll be a lot less fatalities. There can still be the guy that wants to drive, but he'll probably be the guy that's dying because he'll other than that, I mean, that it would save a lot of people.
Absolutely. Now I think that because like a lot of people think it's cynicism, but I'm really driven by the fact that
What is cynicism? I'm gonna have all the big words that I don't know right here for you guys because I feel like some of you guys want to know.
Right, cynicism
with a definition.
I think it's taking a pessimistic approach, and that's more like being seeing the worst in something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and reality. What I'm
like sinister.
Yes, along the lines, but really, what I think about is like make it just. You know what I'm saying? Like bring some justice with technology. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the times, the rich people get the advantage in the technology and they're able to profit off of it first before anybody else can. And my experience is like that's how America runs. So why hasn't it been like in other countries where like the rich people over there, they're like, for example, let's say they have an oil industry, they'll make it public to where every citizen of that country can get a percentage off of the company. So if they're all doing good, everybody's getting money back.
Mm.
You know, here, I guess we do that in terms of we get taxes, but we don't even pick where our taxes go. Now, some of our taxes build in jails. When really what we need is better schooling, or better libraries, better roads. It's like, what I'm trying to do is like, let's make sure the money going to where it needs to go first so that everybody can get up.
Yeah.
And then after that, we can talk about all the grandeur that we can all have together. Because what good is like, man, you see it in every city, and people have little hearts sometimes. Be like, I've seen a 22-year-old girl working a job or two, homeless, and she don't look homeless, but she's homeless. And then I have the same guy over here in a suit making 6 figures, doesn't care. It's just like, I'm worried about what I'm getting to. And I'm like, bruh, she had a bad upbringing because her father and her mother couldn't get along and they kicked her out of her house, so now she can't really, like, why does she have to pay for that? Like, why does she have to be out in these streets contemplating who she can be or is? It's just, like, to me, that shit's sad. Like, I know people don't take pity in people no more, like, don't have compassion possibly, but I'm like, man, that shit don't make no sense. Like, to me, that don't make no sense.
I mean, I don't know. People are numb to a lot of shit, so you're right. Like the guy that's making 6 figures.
No, yeah, I feel you.
The guy that's making 6 figures is pretty much just gonna only care about what's immediately happening to him. If that girl that's homeless is not an immediate family member to him, then I'm pretty sure he wouldn't give a fuck.
Well, the thing is,
I'm pretty sure that's majority of people.
That girl wasn't even interested in making money. It was weird. Like she had this weird like, I go home all the time. She kept talking about God. Like I go and visit him. And that shit tripped me out. Cause I was like, no, I'm dead fucking serious, fam. She's like, sometimes I go to sleep and I'm back home with him. And I was...
with God.
Yeah, which was tripping me the fuck out.
Fuck Jesus. Let me see these cameras are still recording. My bad. Keep talking.
Sorry, I didn't mean to smile.
Nah, bro. It's just like, it's a trip too. Cause like, it's not something that I would, like, when I was looking at her, like, I wanted to smile too, right, and be like, "Dang, you're crazy." Stop. But in reality, I kind of wanted to talk to her more because I was like, dude, she was pretty. Like, she was very, like, it was. What the fuck? No, that's why. No, well, no, not just that. Like, it was like, how are you? Like, she didn't look homeless, fam. Like, when I look at a homeless person, I know what they look like when they're homeless. You know, like, it looks like you ain't showered. It looks like you got bags on your eyes. It looks like your fit's wrong, or like you got a lot of things, you know, kind of point in that direction. She was like straight up like clean, didn't smell bad, like she didn't have no wrinkles. Like, bro, I'm telling you, it was such a trip. Like, it kind of scared me, cause in that moment I was like trying to figure out who this person was and why she wasn't where she could be. Right? Not that it's any of my business. It was just kind of like I was just dealt a bad hand, but I know that God's got me. And she kept faith in that. And it was really strange for me because I'm like, I was there with Chris and Marvin. And Chris had gone to the Isaiah Rashad concert. Marvin was just like kicking it on his own. He felt bad because he couldn't go to the concert, so I bought him a couple of drinks, and he was just kind of chilling on the park bench. And I was like, right, and I'm just like,
oh shit. Speaking of drinks, there's one more Kawama. You want to split it? You good? I bet. You want some too?
I'll take a little bit.
I bet. You got cups?
Damn, I don't think so.
Fuck. I guess we'll just have to re-swig it out.
I'm not trying to elevate. My head's not there right now.
Is that shit still recording? Is the shit went dim?
Huh? This thing? Yeah. This thing is recording.
Might have to. Hey, so like we went off rails a couple times, but like the way it works, bro, you damn near recorded 2 different podcasts, and you could like. Right. Like there's one part where you got right back. Like we had this random ass tangent in the middle of right before you told that story of the cousin. You literally could cut it and then take that, move that back, and then bam, you've got 2 podcasts now. One the Thanksgiving and the thing.
Facts. In the same day.
Yeah, no, literally. I mean, that's all really. These are really relatable when it's just a conversation that it's just a genuine conversation and it's good. So.
Facts.
Man, this dude be fucking playing me, bro. That dude about that job, bro. I swear.
Man, people play.
Like he hit me up this morning, was like, "Hey, bro, I apologize for my poor communication."
What's going on, Coach? Yeah. So wait, Tom's done with the video?
Yeah, man, that was your idea. That was fucking incredible.
What?
That's one I've ever seen my entire life, dog.
Come on, Coach. You already know this. I was built for this.
No, I ain't joking, man. I've seen a lot of campaign videos in my life, and the moment they come up, they got some corny-ass music, and they dressed up, walking and talking, and you might show a neighborhood kid swinging or somebody hugging a baby or something. But I ain't never seen, look, the whole thing was about leadership. He built it into, and then my name was brought up. At the end, he took everything I said out, said, my name is Derek Van Vost, and I would love to have your, I'm running for,
I'm on the phone.
I'd love to have your vote.
Tell him.
1 second, brother.
My bad, I'll let you go. You busy, hit me up later.
Alright. No, do you got that on file, or when we putting that out?
It's download, he sent me a part that I can download too, I'll email to you, send it to.
Okay, perfect, because we need that. I'm going to need, man, Sunday we finna fucking blow this. Man, the next 2-3 days, it's finna go crazy.
That's what's up. We gotta make sure we lock that donation thing with it too.
Already.
I gotta get it out and put it on my shit so I can go with it.
All right. We'll make that happen.
100.
Already.
If you're lying down right now, look next to you. Yeah, a piece of shit.
That's
if
gross.
you're lying down right now.
I think that the biggest problem that the citizens at Springdale are facing right now.
Bro, fuck this motherfucker. Why are you following me? I can't believe this motherfucker is following me, bro. Dude fucking robbed me, bro. Well, not robbed me. He's petty. He's like an actual friend to me. I mean, I gave him like $200 to bring me back something from Colorado, bro, and then he's like,
That's a chulo.
I think that the biggest problem that the citizens at Springdale are
ooh, look at that
facing
slide
right
shot.
now is the rhetoric of inclusion.
That was a good slide shot.
Right.
And it not really being completely inclusive and diverse.
I believe it's extremely important for us to have more representation.
Have you had a
Close it.
color added yet?
In the government.
I think when you think about
I don't think so.
35 years of Springdale has changed a lot. We definitely need representation that reflects the demographic, which is vast. We have people from across the world,
Look at you.
every continent.
You're good, man. You're good.
Springdale, Arkansas. I acknowledge that we've come a long way as a city. However, as the demographics change in our community, there's a need for that change to be reflected in our government.
It's just time. It's time.
I stand with Derek because of his work ethic, but also because it's really like this person who wants to bring everybody around him and find a way to platform and elevate you.
Derek has risen above every challenge that has been thrown to him. We have a black man that travels all over the country with icons, with presidents, with vice presidents, sitting presidents, and past presidents. That is the representation that I am talking about.
I know that Derek Van Vost will fight hard for every member of our community. People that look like me, people that look like you.
In order to make a change, all of us can, we all get together and vote. It will make a great change.
The only way you get a voice is through your vote. So being vocal, being valiant.
Yeah,
and
music
having
really
the
changes
knowledge
the
to
fucking
value
edit,
this
bro.
Makes us victorious. Your vote is your voice. It is literally how we exercise our democracy.
Derek Van Vo's here, running for Senate District 7, and we would love to have your vote.
I like it. I like it a lot. Good
Look at him
companion.
go.
Good shit, Sam.
Come on now. When I say I do everything, I do everything.
Bitch, everything.
Don't get it twisted though. I will ball you up. I will take your ankles.
You
I will.
ball
No, I
guy?
will.
You ain't taking my ankle.
I
So
take
you ball?
everybody's. I've taken everybody's.
mean?
ring. I take
What do you
ankles.
mean do I ball?
You ball?
Bro,
They call me ankles.
I'm so wet from 3-point line, but I'm also a big guy. What do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drive on your ass. I'm gonna drive on your ass.
Bet.
I'm gonna go over you. I'm gonna lay right
I got
up.
2 basketballs in my car right now. We can go do this.
Well, Dad, I ain't played in a minute. You
Ah.
gotta let Gunner get right back in shape. Pear is in a shape. Well, I mean, it is a shape, but it's not a good one.
It is when it's a woman.
Yeah. Damn. What?
Yes.
Hey,
What?
he said, I guess.
Pear shaped.
Yeah, so
Hey.
what about the legs? They just end off.
I don't know. You guys want to keep going or? Is
I mean,
it-
honestly, we should listen to it.
We still vibing. You want to listen to it, or we just want to keep vibing?
I think we can keep vibing.
I feel like
Alright,
we should just
what
keep
were
vibing.
we talking about?
I mean, we can just do another topic and just be
Yeah.
like, boom, something else. I don't fucking know. What's it like living in Springdale? Who wants to start? Or being from Springdale?
Yeah, that's a tough one, cause like
Yeah, that's tough.
I grew up here 13 years, but I'm not from here, so it's like I can't speak from the side of from here, but I can speak on growing up here. And growing
What do you
up
think
here.
the difference is?
Bro, because people that were born here that are our age are totally different than us.
As in,
Like, we're different because we grew up in different spots. So, like, I was Mexican, like, growing up in Texas. That Mexican stuff here is barely starting to pop off.
right?
Like, it wasn't like that. Like, back in the day, if you was Mexican, people made fun of you.
Yeah, Chunti.
Yeah.
Chunti
Trust
was
me,
a.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember. I was
word.
like, why are you guys doing this?
All right.
Like,
Yeah.
I'd be young and seeing people make fun of kids like that. And
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I always
Nah,
thought it was
bro,
cool, bro. I had a
it's-
Mexican
it's-
dude live next to me, bro. Like,
It's-
his name Brandon, bro. He always lived next to me when I moved to Springdale in like 2003, because I was only from Fayetteville, so. But like, literally, I remember going to his house and like eating the good ass food, and I was like, how could anybody hate
I
these
can't
people?
use that.
Why?
That's
Because
gross.
the Goonies used it and
Oh.
put some. We'd have to blur out the coat.
Yeah, they're not sponsoring, huh?
Yeah.
You think they would sponsor something like us?
Hell yeah, Modelo would.
Nah, we're gonna definitely have to blur
Modelo
that
time?
shit out too.
Oh, it's Modelo time.
It's Modelo time.
Okay.
That should
But,
be a segment.
I don't know if we'll just chug it then.
Check it then. No, I'm good, brother.
Alright,
Be alright.
no
I
worries.
get bubble guts or something. You want some nuts?
I'm good on nuts, bro. Thank you.
Spicy nuts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some spicy nuts.
I can't believe this.
Were you born in Springdale?
Nah, I was born in Fayetteville, at the
Damn near.
the hospital that's now the Veterans Hospital.
UAMS type shit.
Yeah, UAMS. Yeah, right there. That's where I was born. And then we used to live out in a trailer, like in the middle of nowhere, out in the mountain, like before you can. It's out in like what is it?
Goshen?
Right.
No,
so your family's
south
from
of
Arkansas?
Fayetteville.
Oh, South Fam? You talking about West Fork, South Fam?
Like more than that.
More South?
It was like Hawkeye. It was like so
Hawkeye.
You
Hawksbill.
Yeah, you go all the way down West Fork, and then you like hit a fucking exit, and then you go like all the way fucking west.
Country boy.
Has your family always been from Arkansas? Like.
Yeah, I've always been here.
Dang.
Well, I mean, my grandma, so she was the first in her family to be born here, or she might have moved here. One or two, I don't remember off the top of my head, but she's from Lithuania.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
really?
So, yeah, my grandma. Yeah.
You and Porzingis cousins?
So I'm 20. I guess that's why
I see the now that you say that, bro. Yeah,
like
I see it.
I'm 25%, and my dad's 50, and then his mom's 100. But my mom is from Oklahoma and shit, so they're
Cool.
They're from over there. But yeah, my dad was born here, but yeah, the family lineage just like kind of got here and right when my grandma did. She was the first one here, so it's kind of cool.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean Springdale for me. I mean,
like Springdale, I mean shit, it was crazy. Cause like I don't know why, there wasn't a lot of Hispanic kids in Fayetteville when I went to Asbel.
Yeah, that's weird.
Because I went to Asbel Elementary, which is off of Weddington Drive in Fayetteville, and I swear there wasn't a lot, but I did grow up with a lot of black kids that I'm still friends to this day, like Tyreek Eckwood.
Yeah,
remember
him?
Yeah,
that
dude,
was different, fam.
bro. Yeah, he went to school with me in Asbel in the beginning, dude. Like all those guys, like I knew them from there, but when I came to Springdale, it was like I was like one of the there wasn't a lot of white people. I swear, I was like, wow, this is kind of completely different.
Yeah,
and
it was kind of a mixture.
I learned about a lot about Hispanic cultures and especially Marshallese culture.
Yeah,
which was really like I had no idea about at all because there really wasn't that many in Fayetteville.
Same.
There wasn't
and it's crazy
anywhere else but
Springdale,
Marshall Islands and Seattle and someplace in Portland. Other than that, maybe California.
Tulsa.
Some, but like literally, we have the highest concentration of Marshall.
But I think just like they make. Just growing up in here makes you that like it's super diverse. It's crazy. So like there's no way someone from like I don't know. It's kind of biased, but like you shouldn't really have too much hate for any type of
bro
ethnicity or fucking anything like that. Just coming from here, because I mean, goddamn, how could you? Everyone's so cool. I mean, you grow up right in it. There's like I know we're close to Harrison, which is supposedly super racist, but none of that's here.
I mean, I wouldn't say none of it.
None of it's here between us.
Yeah,
like the people that grew up together, like went to the same schools and shit. Like I think there was hardly ever cases that were like that. I mean, we say that, and then Stetson.
It literally was right.
I mean, we say that, but then Stetson, that one dude's fucking.
Oh, Stetson did shoot that one man.
Involved.
I punched him in the face.
Involved.
Bro.
No, you didn't hear about that, huh?
No, I did. I just remembered punching him in the face.
Oh, you punched him?
Yeah, but no, it was in George, bro.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like this is not out here, like, type shit. I mean, but like
Arkansas, but they migrated from there. But like a lot of people that actually grew up in the school system and shit, like they didn't turn out racist. There's no way they could have, dude. It's just everyone's awesome.
I mean,
right? It's for the majority. Like the thing is, there's still some of them Proud Boys that like
they got beat up though.
Well, you think that made them hate less? Or hate more? Trust me, you get your ass beat by a brown person, you're like, fuck them motherfuckers.
No, but I mean that's true. Yeah. But I mean, even like there's so many white people that would
I was right.
Even that, there's a lot of white people that beat them up, but then they'd be like, "You're sticking up for them." It's crazy.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna deny it because I know I said there's none of it because, but I mean.
I mean, for the most part, I mean, it's not like I feel like.
What the fuck do I know?
But people think about racism and like they think about.
Though, because the thing is, I feel like white people might be more comfortable to say some racist shit around you than they would be comfortable saying.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm the one that says shut the fuck up.
Right. And we need more people like you that are gonna be like, man, let me put you in your motherfucking place real quick and let you know where we from. And what I just
don't tolerate it, man. I mean, it's ignorance. That's all it is.
You don't tolerate it. That don't mean there's a lot of people that just kind of like shy away from confrontation.
Want to be ignorant to it, yeah.
You know? And so I respect you and I love you for that. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
It's hard, though, because, like, you got some culture in you. Some people don't want the season.
Soul. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
No cap.
Yeah. Like, you like Cajun seasoning. Some of these people like this shit salt and pepper.
Yeah, bro, like, salt and pepper.
We need a Mexican name for him, bro.
I need some of that slap your mama. Oh,
you know how we gave Terry Mexican? We need Mexican name.
Tacos, bro. Like,
bro, you haven't tried them yet?
No, bro, I want to go to like a really good place, but I
put them on, Sam.
I go to a lot is fucking King Burrito, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah, that place is fire.
Bro,
I'm not gonna lie.
Like, you ever had a cheesy King Burrito, bro?
Bro, I really don't get my shit covered in cheese, bro.
Shout out to my brother Adrian. Adrian
I'm
owns
lactose intolerant, but I don't give a fuck, bro.
No, I'm not gonna lie, but when I do, it is bussin', bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It's so good, and I learned to love avocados and shit in it.
Yeah.
I still don't prefer sour cream, but like I think like avocados and shit was totally fire when I had it.
I don't even know where that sour cream shit came from, because in Texas we don't really do that.
Nah, they don't. Like the further west.
In Chicago
you go,
we did.
See, that's the thing.
The further west you go, like they don't even do quesadillas the same. Like, bro, when I was in Vegas, bro, they do quesadillas with like some like yellow like shredded cheddar cheese, bro, and I was like, this shit trash. It's trash. I was like, I was like, where that white shit? I was like, where the white stuff?
For real, bro.
That's the best.
The stinkier the cheese, bro.
Bro, the white cheese and you got like a chicken quesadilla with just white cheese and chicken, bro. Like, honestly, it's my favorite thing, damn near. Like, I think that's my favorite food, damn near.
Which is kind of cool. Why, like, I mean, Derek Van Bos is like running for like Senate in Arkansas, you know, because like I mean, it is like I feel like he do be having like a good representation on like what it is like to be like minority and like but know the good side of like everybody, but also like have experienced the bad side.
And people forget this man's half white.
Yeah.
People forget his grandma raised him, and his grandma was full white in Arkansas, in Texarkana, Arkansas. Like damn near all black people and white grandma taking care of a mixed race baby, fam. Like they was homeless. And so this man played his heart out in football. Got a scholarship to the Razorbacks. Did all that stuff. Like,
you remember Coach Henry? Yeah, and Joe Kelly?
Yeah. The black coach?
He was cool too, bro. Joe Kelly was lit, bro. I don't know what you guys think about Joe Kelly.
Bro,
I liked it. Man, you know my main thing about Joe Kelly? Man, Double Dog Fridays. I'm a fat motherfucker, but that shit.
Bro, I forgot that shit was a
I know Double Dog Fridays was
and the fries were busted.
Can you get the cheese sauce?
Now I know. Here's the thing. And they had the a la carte, but here's the thing.
So bad for you, but so good.
No, that's how you know you guys have culture. Because there's people that still call it J.O. Smelly, but I like.
Man, fuck what they
no, right. But we proud from where we from.
That shit was fun.
Because I know. And let me tell y'all something. If you brown and you don't claim where you from, and you start feeling like, oh, I'm on the other side. They the brown folk, and I'm the better one. Like, bro. To be honest with you.
Bro, we ate the same tables, bro. Oh, shit, you can't. That's why you don't want those fucking cuts. My bad. I just noticed that shit. But, yeah, nah, bro, like, I don't know. I feel like at first, I mean, I'm still really shy to, like, speak Spanish because I have really broken Spanish, bro. Like, I would be what you call a Yo Sabo kid.
Right.
You know, like, and, like, in, like, I don't know. I'm not saying Latinx because that's weird.
Right,
in Hispanic culture, like I feel like it's like really frowned upon if like you're not perfect on like you're Mexican or like you're Hispanic, you know, like if you don't come correct with your roots, then like you're kind of like a kid that like is not respectful, and then like and it's not even that, bro. Like there's been so many times I've been clowned for the way I speak, and I'm to the point where like bro, like fuck it, like it's what I claim is like I want my kids to at least like try to learn Spanish and shit. My son be asking me like words and shit, and it's not like I can't speak it at all. I mean, I'm just saying it's broken. You're gonna understand me. We gonna talk, but I don't get the slang and shit and like the small talk and shit like that. Like English is my stronger suit on that side. But for the longest, I feel like now that we have like Edgars and Cuz and shit and like like troqueando is a fucking cool thing. I feel like it's starting to like turn the other cheek on
Edgar Cut. You know that guy that's trying to get banned from Texas.
I heard about that, bro. I heard about that.
Shit, bro.
And we're just fucked up, bro, because we've been having that haircut from the beginning of time, bro. No cap, bro. No cap. Yeah.
They just made it flyer with the fade.
Yeah, with the fade, but like that haircut's literally been like since like the Mayans, bro. No cap. Like you seen fucking Apocalypto? Same haircut.
It was on it.
but now like I feel like it's like at least cool to try. You know, you want to at least try. I mean, if not, then.
Effort is everything. Fam.
Yeah. Hey, how come you can't see like? Oh, you can now.
What?
You know how like on the volume, yeah, that shit. Usually like.
Want to turn up the game?
Hello. Oh, there it is. There
I mean,
it is.
If y'all can hear each other, you should.
I definitely can hear me.
Well, we can hear everything. Everything.
Delicious. Oh, did the Goonies record?
Huh? They haven't recorded yet.
The Goonies are the younger us.
Record what?
Podcast. His little brother's the one who got these mics for the fancy schmancy studio we got here. Shout out Vlad. His brother's name's Vladimir.
I'm gonna have to paint something else now.
Yeah, bro. Like I was telling him.
Look, he covered my shit. I had a broken heart down here.
He said that too, bro. But like, it's because we had the couch on that side, and it just like.
Nah, I guarantee he walked in and said, "Look at this ugly motherfucker."
It definitely wasn't that.
The fuck would I walk in there and fucking do that?
Definitely wasn't that.
Oh, shit.
It just it needed to shift because it was just like this was too crowded.
And the door,
on
bro.
I got
like
high when I did that shit too, bro.
No.
the door that was right there is
I
just
spray painted
like
all that,
it's
and
just
I was
perfect
sitting here about to
this
record,
way.
and I was breathing a lot. I was like,
You was stoned.
I was like, God damn, this fucking paint.
But the Goonies are pretty much like the younger version of us, like, but I would say a better version.
They're different.
They're really cool dudes. They're just like his younger brother, my little cousin, and then another homie, Candido, his little brother, and then like they got a couple.
Where the fuck is that motherfucker at?
Bro,
he's at the fight
he's
right
managing freaking
He's
the
at
rack.
the fight right now.
Oh, he's at the fight.
Yeah, he's at the fight.
Ooh, he manages the rack.
Yeah, he's the head person at the Springdale Recreational Center over at.
It's the basketball courts over there behind Walmart.
Oh, what, you gonna let us in, play basketball?
Yeah, right behind Shiloh.
For real? So we can play indoors?
Yeah,
our dude.
but like
Okay, I was
like
about to say, I really, that, bro, like.
don't let anybody else know,
like,
but we go after hours.
When I play outdoors, I get shin splits. I did in college, and I had to stop playing basketball because like what happened is I was still trying to do the shit I used to do when I was younger, but I landed on the concrete pretty hard and it cracked my shins.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Bro, trust us, we all got injuries.
But the floor, like, bro, the floor, like wood floor, it adds bounce to your jump. Like it's literally, that's why it's wood. It's flexible.
Right.
So like it literally.
Yeah, concrete don't move. You gonna move.
Yeah, bro. I slammed in that shit, and then like it used to be like 10 minutes into a game, bro, I would start like paying to where like if I kept playing for another 30 minutes, I couldn't walk home.
Damn.
No way, like Dylan had to carry me out of a game because I was playing a championship game in college, bro. No, it was just a championship, but it was literally just some bullshit, you know. It was just like one of them things with all these people, and I was just having fun, you know.
Yeah.
And like literally, like I halfway through, I done. I couldn't walk, bro. I was so sad because I wanted to play. I hit like 4 threes, bro.
As long as you hit some, bro.
Yeah, it was like literally like right in the beginning, and then like about a few minutes in, I was like, I'm fucked.
Should ask for the sub.
That's what happened. I was like,
yeah.
And then I literally like fell down. I was like, bro, like literally. And I went to the doctor. I had shin splits.
I don't know. What do you guys expect of Northwest Arkansas and Springdale in the next couple coming years? I guess.
Oh, it's gonna be bigger, way bigger. There are people that are not gonna stop coming here.
You think we're gonna actually have a music scene?
I mean, if you want it to be, it's if you want it to be. I mean,
you can do anything you want.
If you want it to, like, we really could be doing underground shows if we wanted to.
We have.
But the thing is,
we've
done
like,
all types of things. I don't
like
know.
one or two.
Like, see, I heard of one and I never showed up.
No, we've done some pretty.
Thrasher Terry.
Right.
He was there, and then Quinn was there.
Yeah, there was a bunch of people there, bro.
I didn't show up. I kept gotten asked to go, and I was like, I'm not showing up.
Yeah, it was fun.
I bet it was.
Yeah.
I bet it was. I can't.
All the homies busted out a bunch of. Never mind.
We've had.
But it was fun.
The thing is, it's all about your perception, about your energy. And there's a lot of people that used to be like, there's nothing to do. Now they have something to do. The people that used to complain now take pride in it. It's just going to keep moving that way. Man, I was the same kid telling everybody it was going to pop a long time ago before it popped. It's still popping. Like, it's just what you want to do with it. Honestly, that's why people know me. And I tell people, it's like, I might not be verified on the socials, bro, but go to a place in Northwest Arkansas where they don't know me.
Real quick. Important Springdale native question for both of y'all. It is like 9:30 at night. You've been blazed. Like, you're having fun. You're fucking drinking. You're like hungry as fuck. You got the munchies. Which taqueria are you hitting first?
Guanajuato.
What are you getting?
Anything.
That
shit busts either way.
I'm probably getting a case with you.
Where would you go? Same place?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I would go to Taqueria Mexico, bro, because their tacos.
Oh, see, and that too, because it's dry.